Yes, this is my assignment of OUM, Open University Malaysia. This assignment is Hmef 5053 and is named as Measurement and Evaluation in Education, May 2021 semester. The specific instruction about this assignment would be: first, candidates have to be answered in English or Bahasa Malaysia, and the number of words including is 3,000 until 5,000 words, excluding the references, and we have to submit our assignment once, only in a single file, and assignment should be submitted online by the date of 13 July 2021. And this assignment accounts for 60% of the total marks of the course. Here we come to the assignment question. By the end of this course, learners will be able to course learning outcomes, describe different principles and theories of educational testing and assessment, is named as C2, course learning outcomes 2, evaluate the principles and theories in educational testing and assessment, which is named as C5, and the third one, CLO3, course learning outcomes 3, is develop assessment techniques based on the different principles and theories of educational testing and assessment, which is named as P4. Now we go to the purpose of the assignment, which is allows us to demonstrate our knowledge and competency in aiming, design, and appraising the effectiveness of a multiple choice question test. There are 4 tasks for this course assignment, and the details of the tasks are presented as below. Task 1, Table of Specifications and Description, which is calculated as 10 marks in the rubric, and the task requires that we need to present our planning of a short test paper on Hmef assessment, which should consist of 10 multiple choice questions, which will be covering 2 topics of a subject or course of study of our choice as well, in the form of a TOA, which is Table of Specifications. And our Table of Specifications should have the following details, which is first, subject of course of study, secondly, class, course label, 2 topics to be assessed, hours of interaction for each topic, and the last one, the number and percentage of items, questions for each topic under at least 3 levels of cognitive complexity of Bloom's taxonomy, which is knowledge, comprehension, and application, or renamed as comprehension, application, and analysis. Here we go to the next page of the description about task 1. We need to use the following example as a guide to present our table of specifications and prepare the test paper for assessment based on the table of specifications as stated below. This is the example of TOS. Next, provide a description of the TOS, focusing on the selection of the topics to be assessed, hours of interaction allocated for each topic, the choice of the cognitive complexity levels, and the distribution of items across the 3 levels. For task 1, we may refer to topic 3, Planning Classroom Test, section 3.2.4, page 53 for the explanation of the TOS. However, we go to the task 2, is about the test paper and commentary, which will cover 20 marks in the rubric. This task requires us to prepare the test paper based on the table of specifications we have presented in task 1, and the test paper should have the following details. Should we have subject, course of study, for example, English, Maths, or PM, and state or the class or course label in both time, which will be allocated for each of the tests, and following by instructions for the students. And list down 10 multiple choice of questions and the answers suggested for the 10 multiple choice questions. And then we should write a commentary on the test we have developed, and our commentary should cover 2 aspects. Okay, here we go to the page 4. First, we should explain the measures we have taken to ensure that the criteria of the good multiple choice items are adhered to. In explaining the criteria, we should constantly make reference to the test item we have developed as examples. Do not just provide a general explanation of the criteria. Here we go to the second aspect. We should explain how each item we have developed is at the cognitive complexity level of Bloom's taxonomy we have intended. We may present our explanations of the 10 items using the format or table as below. Number 1, 2 until 10 for the 10 questions, and the item and key we should stated in second column level, whether it's knowledge, analysis, or about Bloom taxonomy. And after that, for the 4 columns, we should explain about the question. For example, in this question, the focus is on the definition of a valid text, and the question requires students to recall the definition, or the 3 options are common textbook knowledge, is for example of the explanation. And in task 2, the topic we should refer to is topic 4, and topic 4 is how to assess. The objective case test section 4.2 is multiple choice questions, MCQS, page 65 and 75 for the guidelines on constructing good multiple choice questions. We should also refer to topic 2 foundation of assessment, what to be assessed, which is section 2.2, assessing cognitive learning outcomes or behavior, page 25 until 32, for the explanation on the behavior being assessed at each cognitive complexity level of Bloom's taxonomy for cognitive learning domain. Task 3, item analysis and interpretation, which the mark allocated is 20 marks. administer the test to group of 20 students or above. After the completion of the test, conduct an item analysis of the test, present the result of the item difficulty, discrimination index, and distractor analysis of each multiple choice question using the format suggested as below. This is the table for the item analysis and difficulty index, which is P. P is difficulty index, and D is discrimination index. However, here is question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the comment should be stated effective or not effective. Well, based on the results of the item analysis, then give your comment on the overall effectiveness of the test paper. A justification about your comment should be provided in the assignment. In task 3, you should refer to topic 9, item analysis, which is in section 9.1 until 9.10, page 196 until 214, for the explanation of item analysis and the computation of the difficulty index, the discrimination index, and the distractor analysis. Task 4, reflection, 10 marks. Reflect on your experience of doing the assignment task. In your reflection, include the challenges you face in doing the task and the insights you have gained from the exercise. The reflection should contain elements of reflective thinking and analysis. This is the assignment rubrics. You should do the assignment according to the rubric to obtain maximum mark in the exam.